beautiful people, give me 5 seconds. I have just come from outside, and if you haven't realized, I'm not in Australia. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to Kapunga to What You Go Kapungwe. And today's a very different video. It is not a reaction. I am currently in the south of Korea. Okay, and today I'll basically be telling you guys how I managed to get my E2 visa, basically my whole application process, from the interviews to the visa applications, all the forms you'll need. So if you're interested in that, get seated. Probably get a pen and paper because I'll be going through all the forms that you're going to need, and the prices you will need if you are from Australia. For other countries, I can't help. Yeah. Okay, get seated, get comfortable, and let's go. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, if you are trying to apply for work in South Korea, so teaching job particularly, not any other job, pay attention and be serious. Okay, like if you want the job, don't be doing, oh, I just want to travel South Korea. No. Okay, only apply if you are serious to teach. Okay, if you're serious to teach kids, if you're serious to come to another country, leave your whole life behind, then apply, because the likeliness of you might getting the job is pretty high and it happens very fast. Let's start with the application process. So I had applied through, as crazy as it's gonna sound coming out of my mouth, but I applied through Craigslist Seoul, not just any Craigslist. Okay, started my application process in December. Well, started looking at applications in December, and I think I applied in December. Applied to quite a few jobs in Seoul, and then you basically get connected to an agent. So a resume and a picture of yourself is what they ask you for, when you first apply, and then normally an agent will contact you and be like, oh, you've applied for this and so forth jobs, and then basically take you through the process, through everything. So your agent is your best friend. They will be the person that you talk to throughout everything. You don't even talk to the school directly until interviews. Okay, she gave me the schools that were in the area that I was looking for, and she said, okay, these are this is what they're expecting for you. So they give you hours, they give you what age group you're gonna teach, and the hours of the school, and then they tell you like the holiday periods, they tell you how much you're gonna get paid, well, the pay range for your pay, and all those things are normally in the job description. Before I even started doing interviewing, my agent told me, get your police, this was in December, she said, get your police check done. You have to do a federal police check, not just a normal, not a normal state police check. You need to get a federal police check, and I think it was $55. And that took, I think, 3-4 days to get back to me. It wasn't too long. And then from your police check, you need to go and get your police check and a copy of your degree. Do not do what I did, and I got my actual degree apostilled. That's a story for another day. Anyway, so you need to go to the Australian Passport Office to go and get your documents apostilled. Okay, when I went to the office, the passport office, they told me that if I do a copy of my degree, I had to go and get my degree notarized by a lawyer, and that costs money. Don't ask me how much, because I didn't do that. I didn't go that route. Okay, from your notarization, then you can come back to the passport office and then get your thing apostilled. So they won't apostille your degree unless it's notarized. Your police check is perfectly fine. You don't need to get that notarized because it's already in their system. Another thing, if your degree is already online, so if you use equals for your degree in school and everything is already all online, you won't have to get a notarized either, because basically all they want is to see that your degree is certified in as a reputable document in Australia. Basically, that's all they really want to see, and a copy of it is not enough to be like, okay, it's an actual thing. So once you get that, you have to go in. So once you go to your passport office, you can either book an appointment, but I think I just walked in. I think because I called up the lady. Yeah, they were my best friends, by the way. Those people at the passport office, they knew me too well. But I think you can book ahead, or you can walk in and just come and do an inquiry. You can line up in the inquiry line and you can get all that done. You might be able to get your apostils done the same day. I was able to, like, I think it only took an hour or two from the time I gave them my documents to the time I left and got everything done. I think it was like an hour and a bit. So I just went to get lunch and came back. But so that cost $102 Australian dollars per document, so per apostle. So depending on how many documents you need to get apostilled, which you should only need 2. It's only a degree and your police check. So once you have those documents, if it's not done on the same day, or it's done like a later day, you might have to come pick them up, or they can send it to you. So after all that gets done, your agent will normally send you the schools that are basically that are in the area that you want, and then you can basically pick which one you want to send your application to. That's what she did for me. Normally they'll schedule an interview. Mine was pretty quick. Like, I would say, oh, I want the school, and they would schedule the interview the next day. Like, that's how quick the communication was from my agent, and then my school. If you apply and get an interview with the school that you like already from off the jump, some of them might hire you on the spot. They'll be like, okay, we'll send you a contract. Do you want to decide today or in like 2-3 days? Like you can let them know how much time you need to like look over the contract, and go from there. So just be mindful. So when you get your contract, actually read it. And one thing I did really, really well before even, before sitting into my interviews, because my agent said to me, do as much research as you can on the schools before you go interview. It's basically you're doing like a normal interview, so you want to have as much research about a school walking into it, so you have questions, so that you know what you're stepping into when they talk to you and stuff like that. Or if they ask you, oh, do you have any questions for us, you can't be like a blank space. Okay, you need to actually converse. So I did heaps of research on the schools that I was going to interview for. So once they told me what the school was, I was running through reviews. Reddit and I were like, yes. I was looking at people's experiences, looking at like reviews, looking at ratings, all the things for these schools. So once you've signed your contract and it's been sent, or you've told your agent that I've signed the contract, I want to go to the school, and sent to your school as well, you will get a list of documents that you need to now send to the school, to South Korea, so that they can take those documents and then give it to their immigration, so that way you can get a visa issuance number. Okay, so these are the documents. I will put them over here as well, but these are the documents that you need. So a copy of your resume, just this for officialities. So your postal diploma and your police check, those two things need to be done. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said get it done as quickly. Once you even start applying, you should already have your police check. Okay, if that's what I'm saying. If you want to apply for work overseas or work in South Korea, be serious. So if you are serious, get your police check done in advance, and then start applying. Start sending out the resumes and all stuff, and then get your degree apostle, and you get all that done in time. A self-medical check form, which your agent will provide for you, which you just have to basically fill in there. And then you need a passport copy, basically a copy of your passport, like the photo page. A passport picture, this one I almost forgot this one. So passport photos, like you only need to send one, but I think I sent the whole thing because I was like, I'm not gonna need them back. But like 2 or 3 just to be safe. You can get them done at Officeworks, and you can get them done in any post office. I got mine done at Officeworks, way cheaper. And then you need a signed contract. So when I say signed, I mean your signature needs to be on the contract. You don't have to worry about the school. And then an application, the actual visa application form, which again, your agent. So these are things your agent will provide for you. They'll provide the application form, which is the visa application form, and they'll tell you which parts to fill in and which parts not to. And the self-medical checkup, okay, check form. And then you need to send it off. So they will want them as quick as possible. For me, they did. So unless you've got more breadth of time, you can send them through like normal Australian Post. But because they wanted a fast turnover for mine, I had to send them through DHL. So you can either just go there and they'll give you a DHL envelope, so you can put all your things in there, and then you basically just pay it. I looked online for DHL to see how much it would be sent to send my letter. It said $99. I said $99, okay? I said I was ready. I was mentally prepared to go and pay that money. When I went actually into the office, went actually to DHL. So when I got there, it was $65. So I only paid $65 to get it sent. Thank the good Lord up above, okay? So I sent mine on the 10th, and they arrived over the weekend. So they arrived on the Monday, the 13th. And then from there, the school went and they took my documents to their immigration office, and then I got my visa application, like visa issuance number from them in 3 days. So it was, again, my situation is a mad fast turnover, and I'll explain that again. That's all God. And then from then, so you call up the Korean consulate in Melbourne or whichever state you're in. So you book in an appointment online through their website. And if you can't book a time to go in, you can actually send in your documents. So you're going to need another few forms to go in to get your actual visa application done in your state. Okay, so the forms that you'll need for your consulate are visa application, and now you've got your issuance number, so you can actually put that in for you. You need your original passport. You need a passport photo again. If you still have some left over from when you sent your documents up to South Korea, you're fine. Just keep using just use those ones again. If not, you have to go and get a new set of pictures taken. You also need a consulate's checklist and a health statement. The consul's checklist, health statement, and visa application will be sent from your agent. So basically, all that is filled is given to you, so you don't have to worry. So the visa application cost is $180 Australian. But the person who does your visa forms will actually check everything. He'll check your forms, check your issuance number is correct in the system with them. Mine wasn't the first time, so I had to go and ask my agent for my right issuance number. That was another situation, I'll explain later. So after you pay, they'll let you know it takes 10 days from your payment date, from 10 days from that appointment, until your passport comes back with your visa. So with the visa document and your passport, it will come back in 10 days. So during those 10 days, they feel like limbo, because you feel like, should I buy the plane ticket? Should I not buy the plane ticket? I bought my plane ticket because my agent told me to. So during the 10 days, once you've got your visa, unless you've got a mad criminal record or something, the likeliness of you not getting your visa is very slim. So you can, I wouldn't advise it though, but you can buy your plane ticket, because your school by then would have told your agent what time or when they want you by. So you can buy your plane ticket going to South Korea. Either your school, depending on your contract and depending on what has been said in regards to airfares, your school will either buy your ticket for you, or as my school did, I just bought my ticket and they reimbursed me once I arrived. And then once your visa comes in after those 10 days, you can go pick it up in the office, or you can get it sent. If you send it to them, they can probably send it back to you. And you don't have to book an appointment for picking up. You can just walk in, because you just get an email that says, oh, your visa's ready for pickup. And basically after that, you're ready to fly out, basically. From then on, just pack your bags and get it together. And then once you arrive in South Korea, which is where I am currently, your school will book in your, I think it's an ARC card. And yeah, so once you're done, you literally just come back. You come in the country and just wait till you get that done. So that's what I'm currently doing right now, is just waiting till my appointment for that, which would be, I'm pretty sure next week, the week after. So yeah, guys, that's everything. I think that's everything. If you've got any extra questions about the process, put them in the comments down below. But I will be doing a full-on story time about the situation, like about how I got where I am, because it was a journey. It was a journey and a half. So I'm hoping this has helped anyone. As I always say, guys, don't forget to like down below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe on the big red button down below. And as I always say, guys, God bless and love you so much. Bye.